Water does not argue with the stone, it simply moves around it. And in 10,000 years, the stone is gone. Lao Tzu, the ancient Chinese sage whose name means something close to old master, built an entire philosophy on this single observation. He called it Wu Wei. Not laziness, not giving up. Something far more precise, the art of not forcing. Acting in harmony with what is, rather than wrestling with what isn't. The teaching lives in the Tao Te Ching, the short text Lao Tzu is said to have written before disappearing into the mountains. The book does not shout. It barely speaks. But one idea runs through it like a river through stone. The softest thing in the world overcomes the hardest. Picture the world Lao Tzu moved through. Kingdoms at war, rulers grasping for power, men climbing over each other to be seen, to win, to dominate. And here was this old teacher watching water, watching how it never insists, how it fills whatever shape it finds, how it nourishes without demanding credit. He saw something the warriors missed. Force creates resistance. The harder you push, the harder the world pushes back. But the one who yields, who bends like a reed in the wind, remains standing when the storm has passed. This is not weakness. This is a different kind of strength. 3 things this teaching asks us to notice. First, most of our suffering comes not from what happens, but from our insistence that it should have happened differently. The conflict we keep replaying in our minds, the argument we rehearse in the shower. We are fighting a battle that already ended. Second, walking away is not losing. Sometimes it is the only move that costs the other person nothing to counter. Silence, offered freely, cannot be defeated. Third, Wu Wei is not passivity. It is precise action, taken at the right moment, without the noise of ego driving it. You felt this. The moment you stopped pushing and something finally moved. Here is the practice. The next time a conflict rises in you, before you respond, take one slow breath and ask, am I acting or am I reacting? Reacting is the stone. Acting from stillness is the water. You don't have to win the argument. You only have to stay clear. If this brought you a moment of stillness, subscribe and walk this path with us. The river never once decided to carve the canyon. It simply kept moving, soft and unhurried, and the canyon opened on its own.